Right, well, here we are. I tend to be someone that prefers long form videos, 15 minutes minimum, kind of a thing, going on to, multiple hours. I have lots of, 2 hour videos about all sorts of things, but this one's going to be a short one because I have lunch in 5 minutes and my wife expects me to be there, and I don't want to disappoint her, and I would like to be there for the kids. So, you're going to get a brief synopsis of a single point that I think is important for INTPs to know. And that is there is no such thing as perfect knowledge. There is knowledge, and there's better knowledge, and there's worse knowledge, but there's no such thing as a perfect knowledge, because you can never see everything that is significant at a high enough resolution in order to be able to get the full picture to inform you. So everything is done on the basis of an approximation of reality. So what does this have to do with you? This has to do with the fact that exploration necessitates exploration. So if you are looking to explore going in that direction, and if we just go and say, okay, over time, you're trying to travel 25 feet. So you want to go to, say, the wall of the room that I'm in order for you to jump out the window and, have a good time or whatever. You have to make each and every step going in that direction. You have to actually traverse in order to explore, because you can't see the bug on the wall over there with enough granularity to know what kind of a bug it is until you're close enough to see what kind of a bug it is. You could conjecture, you could say, well, it's highly likely that it's this kind of a bug because we're in this particular location, but you can't actually know what kind of a bug is on the wall over there. The only way you're going to know is by traversing. Now, if life is very complex and there's all sorts of different things that can possibly trip you up, the right level of resolution for you to work, or for you to spend a great deal of your time, is the immediate. You will have chances to think about the abstract stuff, and you will. That's kind of what your me time is for. But then when it comes time to actually doing things, it's important to look at the level of resolution that's staring you right in the face, because that is where you have the highest granularity. It also provides you enough information based upon a more nebulous way that you'd like to explore to contextualize the whole thing. The information staring you in the face gives you the information that it takes to make the minimal change you need in order to make progress. And so, rather than necessarily concocting elaborate plans that can get thrown off due to injection of new information in the planning process, you can already have made a certain amount of progress while collecting information that will be presented to you with increasingly fine granularity as the immediacy brings it within appropriate focus. So you will always be able to have good focus on what it is that you're doing, and you're always going to be getting new stuff as you're making progress. So that way, by the time you've kind of headed off in the appropriate direction, and then you wind up getting the same shocker that you would have gotten had you only researched it, you will be able to see that shocker in the distance that is no longer in the distance because you've made your way there with more granularity, or with a finer granularity, which will provide you a better opportunity to respond than if it would have been more nebulous, as it would be if you didn't actually make progress. The key is, I know you're lazy, or at least there's an INTP tendency to be lazy. So the constant question that you need to be asking yourself that will help tremendously in terms of being able to get you into a position where you have more me time, and when you have more of what you want and you have way more opportunities open to you than you currently do, is what is the minimum change I need to progress based upon the stuff that I have in sufficiently fine granularity in my field of vision right now. This is kind of my way of saying live in the moment. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to go to a retirement village and sip pina coladas with people that are, having Margaritaville stuff going on. So,
I got my orange size.
You got your orange chainsaw, Johannes. Very good. I'll tell you right now, that's a good reminder that you came, because I'm making an INTP video. And I can tell the people that are seeing the video that I need to go, because it's lunchtime. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye. Can you wave, Johannes?
Bye-bye.